Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. It's a truism of politics that if a politician, when asked a yes or no question, fails to say the word yes as the first word out of his mouth, then no matter what comes out, he means no. That's how it is. And that's certainly the case with Stephen Flynn when asked if he would be or want to be leader. And he sort of prevaricates and he refuses to rule it out, is the line being touted. So the question is, do you really want to be leader? Yeah, the answer is yes. Yes, he really, really desperately wants to be the leader. And he says this because he's refusing to rule it out. This is how they work, isn't it? They don't want to appear too ambitious. They don't want to appear greedy for power. Although, why are they going into politics in the first place if it isn't that greed for power? They're all of them horrible people, psychopaths, most of them, liars, virtually all of them, and they are absolutely never to be trusted with anything. And Flynn, no more than most. He jumps on every bandwagon going. He must have a season ticket for the buses. He travels that much on bandwagons. But anyway, we'll have a look here because this little article shows how he's desperately trying to avoid saying that he's desperate for the job. Here goes. So this is in the Dundee Courier, which is quite apt since he's a Dundee fella. But it's the headline. Stephen Flynn addresses the leadership rumours as he refuses to rule out Holyrood bid. Now, these rumours, as they're being called and touted, are probably started by Flynn and his cohort anyway. They want this leadership bid to be out there in the air, but without him coming out and directly saying it, because it doesn't look good. That's the problem. Everything has got to be optics. Everything's got to be shrouded. They can't ever actually come out and tell the truth. Do you want to be leader? Yes. Because they never ever tell the truth. This is the SNP. The truth is anathema to them. So they have to do everything else other than say the words that they actually mean. The Dundee-born MP who leads the SNP at Westminster has been touted as a potential future leader of the party. I don't think so. First of all, he'd under the current rules, unless they change the current rules, he'd have to give up his seat at Westminster, go to Holyrood, try and win a seat at Holyrood in 2026, and there's no guarantee, of course, he could do that. It seems that Holyrood is also going to be a slaughter for the SNP come 2026. Oh dear, what a shame, how sad. And then also, in order to get a seat, he'd have to parachute in somewhere and kick someone out, someone who may be a long-serving party member, or someone who's been promised a seat for loyal service, or some such. It will not please the local party membership, in that area. They alienate people. This is at a time when they're already alienating their own members, and the members are leaving in droves. Dundee-born SNP, I'm not going to go through the whole of this, just going to address the top part. Dundee-born SNP Stephen Flynn is ruling out nothing when it comes to his future leadership prospects, but insists it isn't his focus right now. Yes, he's saying that because you've still got 2 years for Holyrood, so, give it a bit of time. He'll move that way. The SNP Westminster leader has been touted as a potential future leader of the party. And there's been speculation he may consider standing for election to the Scottish Parliament in 2026 to further that ambition, as I addressed. Now, currently, the favourite would be Kate Forbes. And unless there is some kind of joint leadership thing, I can't see there being an easy transition of power. She's already there. She's already got her base. She's sort of popular with the centrists of the party, not so much with the extremists. Flynn is more appealing to the extremists, which of course makes Flynn a very dangerous man. When you lead extremism, you're leading a branch of the party that will damage Scotland even worse than it's already been damaged. In an exclusive sit-down interview following the bruising election campaign for his party, Mr Flynn addressed SNP leadership rumours, as we've touched, warned the SNP against the civil war, too late, already going through on several fronts, reflected on the SNP challenge to win back trust. I think it's already gone. I don't think that trust can come back. And he's brushed off criticism over social media posts mocking England Euros defeat. Yeah, it just made him look like a child, really, isn't it? Look at me go, ooh, tears, tears. Immature. I mean, really grown up. This man wants to be taken seriously as a politician. What a clown. What an absolute clown. And of course, he won his seat. Okay, fair enough. He won his seat back at Westminster. But look what he's leading. You know, a tiny, tiny rump of a party. He'll never be heard of in Westminster. Because he was the leader of the third party, he would get his 1 or 2 questions a week at FMQs and things like that. But now he's going to be called once a month, maybe. Because he's just a non-entity again. Which is absolutely fine. We like the SNP to be non-entities. But he's got this desire, this need to be important, this need to stroke his ego, make me the big boy, make me in charge of a party, make me the sort of person that people will listen to. The trouble is, he's not very bright. This is none of them are. If you were clever, you wouldn't join the SNP. And of course, they're serial losers. Sure, they'll win a seat, but ultimately they're never going to get the independence they so crave. It's a joke. And of course, him saying he wants the job is kind of saying, I want Swinney to go. Again, a little bit of division in the party. This is the man who says, trust me, I'm here in Aberdeen. And the people of Aberdeen voted for him. Turkeys voting for Christmas. His party want to end the oil. It makes you wonder how many idiots there are. Is this a result of education system in Scotland that so many people are stupid enough to vote for the SNP while living in Aberdeen? It's unbelievable. But yeah, there he is. So he can go and polish his head all he likes. All you're going to get is a well-polished turd, and he wants to be the head and the ruler of the SNP just as the SNP go into administration. Super. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, really, could it? Anyway, we'll round off there. We'll come up and we'll finish the video. Of course, it's been no big secret. We've all known he's desperate for the leadership for a long time now. Been waiting, biding his time, working out when he could go. I think he knew he couldn't challenge Humza Yousaf at the time, but I think now, at the next one, he will. He'll try to get in whoever will be the leader. It won't be. In 2026, it won't be, of course, Swinney. It will be Kate Forbes. He will have to challenge her, and it will be interesting to see that particular fight. A bit of nat on nat action. Anyway, thank you very much for hitting the subscribe button, because you're about to do that, as well as hit the like button. They're brilliant. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.